Hey guys, good morning. Well, it's actually the middle of the night. It's actually the 15th of February and it's 3:24 in the morning. I've been awake for about an hour, I think. I have a new resident in my bed who's never slept next to me ever. She's not that affectionate actually, but I think she realises lately is feeding off of my feelings. Yeah, it's been a really, really tough week. I think the last time I posted a video was at Harry's grave and I didn't really think about what week it was. This thing called grief is all consuming and it affects every part of my brain and body, and some days are okay, some days are really not okay, and the beginning of this week, Monday, Tuesday, were horrendous. I just was drowning in my own sorrow, and that was hard to deal with. I know I expect too much of myself too soon. I always have done, really. I've always tried to run before I can walk. And I think the same as anything in my life, I presumed that without looking too deeply into this grief, I just thought I'll be all right in a while. You know, I'll miss him, I'll never forget him, but I'll be all right. And in fact, it's taken me this week to detach myself from people, from things, I'm kind of isolating myself a little bit, but also realising that that's okay, that's a form of self-love and being kind to myself, which is what everybody tells me I need to do. And everything I'm reading, I've cut myself off social media, which I always intended to do, as you guys know, for January. And then obviously with events that happened, I didn't do that. Oh, Alexa's woken up. But I've done it now, and that was purely on a self-kind basis as well, because whilst Harry and I didn't particularly massively celebrate Valentine's, even though we would have got each other a card, we would have had a meal together, and our favourite meal at home. The last few years we would have had it at home and had a bottle of wine, probably a bottle of red fizz, which I did with Mason yesterday. But coming back to Valentine's, I think when you're consumed by your own thoughts and feelings and trying to navigate your way through this pain, I didn't even really know it was Valentine's. I just didn't click, it didn't log until I think I saw some Valentine's. I think I walked past the card section in Waitrose, and the first one that jumped out as I walked past was Happy Valentine's, wife. And then suddenly you're hit with this, I'm never going to have that again from Harry, am I? I'm never. And that was really sad. And then seeing friends' posts on Facebook was really, really hard to see. And it's not about me wanting them to feel unhappy like I feel. I don't want to take away anybody else's love or happiness or passion. But it makes me sad that I haven't got that. It reminded me, it slapped me in the face that I'm alone, and yeah, that this is early days, that I'm really still trying to deal with the loss of my husband. And every milestone that's going to come along is going to be a cruel reminder, isn't it? So Mason's birthday on the weekend, and then Valentine's Day, and then after that, I'm already preempting now what else is going to be hard. March is going to be the baby's due. Chelsea's baby's due the 14th of March, which, you know, so many people say, oh, it's a happy time, it's great. And Chelsea and I have talked a lot about this. It should be great, but it really isn't at the moment. We're not ready for it, I guess, and she's not ready for it. We're dealing with our own emotions and stresses and losses, and we've got Willow, who, as you know, hasn't been very well. She's a bit better than she was, but she's still really poorly. Her immune system seems really, really hammered at the moment. always has been, to be honest. But yeah, so she's still really struggling and still talks about Grandpa every day, and we try to, we try to incorporate Grandpa and talking about him. In fact, the moon was out yesterday daytime, and that was nice because we were able to say, who's that? And she said, the Grandpa's moon. So every time she sees the moon, she talks about Grandpa. But yeah, so Valentine's was a bit of a, I didn't want to acknowledge or accept it. Not because I'm bitter or jealous. It's about me saying, I'm sad. I'm sad that I don't have my Valentine. I'm sad that I have lost my love of my life. But anyway, yesterday morning, Willow bought me a Valentine's card, which was sweet. It made me cry, but it was a really nice gesture. And we had the baby's scan. And again, as much as we're not ready for this baby, if you like, mentally, it was really nice for me to see the baby's heartbeat on the scan, to realise that we do have a new life form coming, and that actually we need to pull our fingers out and accept that and start to look forward to it. We went to Howie's grave and put some nice roses on his grave. And Chelsea got very emotional there. She's still, we're still really struggling, guys. We're really struggling. As a family, we're pulling together. I may be distancing myself from friends and my norm, but I'm definitely, my family unit is getting stronger, which is, I think, what I need at this time. I've started to read a book on grief, which is making an awful lot of sense. It's really speaking to me, if you like, in more ways than one, because I'm listening to it on audio. So even now, I woke up at 2 o'clock and I just thought, I'm not going to lay here fighting sleep. I'll listen to my book. Thought I could go back off to sleep. And in fact, waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning seems quite normal for somebody in the early stages of grief. I don't know why. I haven't got a clue, but yeah, it seems to be a thing this lady's talking about. She'd lost her husband. 3 o'clock was, maybe it's like, I don't even want to call it the golden hour because it's not nice. I wish I wasn't awake, but I am. Anyway, back to yesterday. So we went to the grave. Chelsea treated me and Willow to a lovely lunch at a country pub yesterday, which was lovely. And then I came home and sorted things out. I don't know, it's like I'm doing this cleanse through the house, or I'm searching for something, or I'm kind of going through every drawer and nook and cranny that I've got just to find stuff from Howie. I've printed a lot of photographs. Maybe I'm making a bit of a shrine to him, I don't know, which seems right at the moment, and I have to go with what's right. But I'm literally going through every single drawer I've got, clearing, sorting, not clearing his stuff. It's like I want to find stuff from him and letters that he's written me, and they're seeming more and more important. And whilst I've been a hoarder of certain things, I'm now really glad that I was, because just to find a little note yesterday, and I don't know, a few notes yesterday was, and now I need to treasure those. So where they'd been chucked in a drawer because I wouldn't get rid of them, now they're precious. So so that's me. Valentine's was hard, to say the least, and I'm not quite sure how long I'm going to stay off social media. I'll still do my vlogging on here, but the last 2 days I've been off it. I feel quite liberated. I don't feel so tied to my phone, where my phone had to be in my pocket in case I had a text message or something and I had to reply. I always felt like I had to reply because I didn't work and I had the time to do it. I don't feel I want to do that at the moment. I need to take time for myself, not for others or whatever, or even replying to others that want to care for me. I'm just taking a step back from all of that, and it's quite liberating. Like I said, my phone is in my handbag, not in my pocket now, and it's kind of what's needed to get back to the here and now and life as it is. And whilst I appreciate so many people want to help, and their words of comfort that they're trying to say might not come across in that way. I can't really explain myself very well, because this isn't a pain that people can fix. I'm realising that this is a pain that I have to live through and try and accept that he's gone and he's not coming back, rather than you're brave, you're amazing, you're doing so well, you'll move on. I don't want to. I need to live through this moment and kind of feel it. And that's what I'm trying to do. And I'm doing that by being kind to myself and doing what I feel is necessary. So anyway, guys, that's 10 minutes of me, but I didn't cry. 10 minutes of me moaning and groaning. I hope you're all really well, healthy and happy, and I will chat again soon. Take care, bye.